The weekend trap. Are you actually resting or just recovering? Hey everyone, today we're talking about something that might hit close to home, the weekend trap. You know that feeling when Monday rolls around and you're somehow more exhausted than you were on Friday? If you're nodding your head right now, stick around, because we're about to dive deep into why this happens and how to break free from this cycle. Before we jump in, let me paint a familiar picture. It's Friday evening, you're exhausted from the work week, and you've got a list of plans a mile long for the weekend. Brunch with friends on Saturday morning, catching up on laundry, grocery shopping, maybe a family obligation, and somewhere in there you're supposed to relax. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Many of us have fallen into what I call the weekend trap. We treat our weekends like a recovery room instead of a recharge station, and there's a huge difference between the two. Let's break down what's really happening in most people's weekends. Think of your energy like a battery. By Friday, most of us are running on about 10%. We spend Saturday getting back to maybe 50%, and just when we're starting to feel human again, it's Sunday night. We never actually reach 100%. We're just recovering enough to survive another week. This isn't just about feeling tired. This cycle has serious implications for our mental health, physical well-being, and overall life satisfaction. Studies show that chronic under-recovery leads to increased stress hormones, weakened immune systems, and yes, burnout. Now let's talk about what recovery actually looks like versus true rest. Recovery is not douche. Sleeping in until noon because you're exhausted. Binge watching Netflix to shut off your brain. Catching up on all the chores you couldn't do during the week. Saying yes to every social invitation because of FOMO. Mindlessly scrolling through social media, rushing through your Sunday to prepare for Monday. True rest is having a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, engaging in activities that energize you, intentionally choosing how to spend your time, creating space for spontaneity and joy, engaging in deep, meaningful connections, actually doing nothing without guilt. Let's dive deeper into the science of rest, because this is fascinating. Our brains have something called the default mode network. It's most active when we're doing nothing. And guess what? This network is crucial for creativity, emotional processing, and mental health. When we never give ourselves true downtime, we're literally short-circuiting our brain's ability to process and recharge. But here's where it gets really interesting. There are actually 7 types of rest we need. Not just sleep, but also active physical rest like yoga, stretching, or simply lying in the grass. Your body needs both types to fully recharge. This means giving your brain permission to stop problem solving and planning. It's about creating mental white space. Meditation isn't the only way. Sometimes just sitting and watching birds can give your brain the break it needs. In our hyper-connected world, our senses are constantly bombarded. True sensory rest means stepping away from screens, noise, and constant stimulation. Try sitting in a dark room for 5 minutes. You'll be amazed at how refreshing it feels. This type of rest involves experiencing beauty and inspiration. It could be walking in nature, visiting an art gallery, or simply appreciating beautiful architecture. It's about feeding your soul, not just killing time. This means creating space where you can be authentic without managing others' emotions or expectations. It's about setting boundaries and being honest about your feelings. So how do we break free from the weekend trap? Here's your practical action plan. Never schedule more than 60% of your weekend. This isn't lazy, it's strategic. That other 40% is for spontaneity, rest, and doing absolutely nothing without guilt. No checking work emails before Monday morning. Set specific times for chores and stick to them. Create technology-free zones or times. Learn to say no to energy-draining commitments. Protect your morning routine, even on weekends. Take 10 minutes every Sunday night to ask yourself, did I do anything this weekend that truly recharged me? What activities drained my energy? What could I have said no to? How do I feel heading into the new week? What would make next weekend more restful? Think of your social energy like a budget. Some people and activities deposit energy, others withdraw it. Start tracking this and planning accordingly. Remember, the goal isn't to become a hermit or never make plans. The goal is to be intentional with your time so you start each week energized, not just recovered. Your weekends are 52 opportunities each year to truly reset and recharge. Let's stop treating them like recovery rooms and start using them as the recharge stations they're meant to be. Until next time, remember, recovery gets you back to zero. Rest takes you above and beyond. Keep thriving, everyone!